Alright, what's up, gamers? Welcome back, and I believe this is going to be chapter 17. We are revisiting the lighthouse because I came back here and I've wanted to figure out this puzzle. It says it seems sensitive to weight,
The
so
whole
I came
thing's
back
just
here and I've been brainstorming
suspicious.
for a minute,
Think about it. There
trying
aren't
to figure
really
out,
that many
like,
places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
is there some way that we could, like, pick up an item and move it here? But then I remembered that a while back we had gotten an amulet, and it says changes weight to very heavy when equipped. And I was thinking, what if we put that on and it frickin' open? Amazing. Amazing. Lighthouse Keeper's Journal. They brought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It is a truly profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with a generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched a box of what they were of when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. Pardon me. The Indians didn't even notice the box I nicked. I sold all the bottles on the black market. I told them it was medicine, so I got a great price. Later, Maxim said that none of his customers ever returned after buying the medicine, but I don't see how that's my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All these fools are making me rich. This is a joke, right? I only nicked a few boxes. They had plenty. Why would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Why won't anyone help me? I'll starve. I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. Seems like he got what he deserved, unfortunately. And it seems like he also led to some of the spread of the petrification disease, I think. Because I don't think that those bottles were actually medicine. But that was a pretty cool puzzle. Um, I wonder if you could have done it without that item, if you just overloaded yourself with a bunch of heavy items. But that was pretty cool. I'm glad that we came back. Oh, we got to go to the hotel real quick and tell Alidoro about it. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Nice. So this is going to be, I think, the chapter 17 of the playthrough. I feel like we're getting pretty close to the end here. I thought that last episode we were going to be
Any
getting
enemy of
close
the
to the end.
alchemists.
And here we
The
are with
door
still more to
only
go.
opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. To condemn the lighthouse keeper to such a cruel fate, though, I'll never be able to stomach their evil wrongdoings. As long as the alchemists rule Krot,
Oh,
tragedies such as this shall never end.
how cool.
Thank you for revealing another truth.
That's so
Without
cool.
you, the alchemist's secrets would have stayed locked away forever. More problems remain, of course. For all intents and purposes, Krot remains under the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done,
That's super
but I
cool.
often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles. The enemy is great, and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Krot? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the Krot? You fascinate me. You talk of future events as if they've already happened. Your words bring great comfort. Thank you.
You're a hero and a
They
legend.
also remind me yet again of the person I must protect. My only family, someone whose life I pray shines with truth. I may be destined to toil through life, mired in deceit and lies. But my wish is for her to live happily. That's the sole reason I remain here and continue to fight.
If only he could meet his sister Eugenie when she grows up. Because, man, she's quite the workmanship. So what we got there was an outfit called the Famed Detective's Coat, and that is so cool. And we also got a hat. This is so cool. I mean, come on, gamers. Come on, gamers. How cool. How freaking cool. Alright, I think I'm gonna take the hat off, but this is awesome. This is super cool. Alright. Back to the task at hand. And who knows, there might be an 18th chapter. Where there still might be an 18th chapter. We've got no idea how long this experience is, how long this journey is. Definitely feels like we're getting close to the end, but who knows? I really love this outfit. This is so cool. What a, like, such a reward too. Like, you get it from completing all of these, you're deciphering these things and going out and piecing the clues together. In the base game, there's even a reference to Sherlock Holmes, his apartment, the address of his apartment. I forget what it is. It's like 223 or something like that. B223B, Bleecker Street or something. I don't know. I watched the show Sherlock, but that was a while ago. But like Sherlock Holmes, just in general, so iconic. Such a big part of culture, just in general. Even things when you don't necessarily realize it, they're a nod or an homage to Sherlock Holmes. Frenzied Amulet. We can take a look at that really quickly. Looks like we have one already. Restores HP when a fatal attack is successful. So that's cool. Looks like we got some stairs heading down. So let's take a look what's back here first. Oh. Oh. It's very interesting that these are all so like some of these chefs were people that have turned into the carcass monsters, and some of the staff were puppets, and they've also been corrupted with this infection, which is very cool to see. But it's interesting that like they had this whole staff serving this house, and they were made up of both human and puppet chefs and sous chefs and butlers and waiters. I'm like, what in the heck? What am I hearing? Holy crap. Oh. Okay, so they're gonna explode afterwards. That's crazy. These guys are kind of cool. I thought that was like blood that they were splattering, but it's wine from the barrels, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Keep moving forward, I guess. I'm very interested in where our friend the legendary stalker went. She kind of disappeared on us. I'm hoping that she's alright and that she can still help us in this final encounter, but we'll see. We will purify these heresies for the great truth, for leader Valentinus will not. He is a feeble turncoat. He has halted research into ascension and abandoned the path of truth. He has dared place the Great One's physical form into the hands of heretics and unbelievers. These heresies cannot stand as the inheritors of the sacred truth. We must take control. You are commanded to cleanse the remnants of heresy from the Rose Estate, purify the site. All others will continue on the pilgrimage for truth, guided by noble Sir Pistris. Awaken, evolve, ascend. Purify the Rose Estate and the cathedral with divine elixir. So, pretty messed up stuff. They were basically, like, ordered to, okay, do we want to go up first, or do we want to go down first? I'm always, it's always a tricky one. If we go... Yeah, I don't really feel like doing all this right now. I don't know, call me crazy, but I feel like everything has been kind of building to this thematic climax here, and this guy is really just not what I wanted to encounter at this point. I'm out of pulse cells. He's just got these wild attacks. I'm completely disrespecting the fight right now. Yeah. Not even worth the quartz. Just silly. We're gonna probably just like remove most of that and go right back to where we were at this stupid elevator. Yeah, just a bummer, unfortunately, to have that encounter. Because I didn't really care for it. Not really what we're looking for at this moment. I think that it kind of disrupts the pacing. Maybe I'm wrong, but that, I think, is my assessment of the situation. That we've gotten to this point. Again, this is coming from somebody who's in this moment, so I don't have the clarity of looking at things objectively, with hindsight. But in this moment, it feels like since we got here, basically since we met the legendary stalker, the pace has picked up. We've been kind of rushing towards the end. It was pretty clear when we were running through the snowy forest with her taking on all these enemies. We get to this estate and the pace kind of slows down a bit, which is good. We need that, right? The tempo is changing, and now we're taking in story. We're getting, all of these journal entries. We're absorbing all this information. We, the player, are piecing things together, and the combat has kind of, in many ways, slowed down a bit. The pace of the combat has slowed down until that guy there. And then they kind of throw this enemy at you we haven't really seen him before, and he's just kind of like very fast paced, kind of annoying, long attack strings, and it's kind of like, that's not really what I'm looking for at this moment. I want to keep moving forward. And so that's great for the players who, they enjoy that combat. They want to take on that fight in that moment. But if you're here in a lot of ways for like the story, if you're driven by the narrative happening right now, then it kind of it's in contrast. Sir Valentinus, I hope this letter finds you well. I wish to apologize for the manner in which I abandoned my duties, which bordered on betrayal. I love this family, but walking the monad path proved too painful. I lived in constant fear of being dragged down into the darkness alongside you. I could no longer endure gazing into the yawning abyss. I decided I must walk a different path. I am truly indebted to you for all you have done, for taking me in and raising me, and for the great authority you placed in my hand with the rose sword. I intend to use the power of this sword you gifted to me to fight for something righteous. Oh, Father, it embarrasses me even now, but I truly wish to call you that at least once in my life. The feelings inside me as I watch my apprentices grow make me wonder if you felt the same way gazing at me. Your grateful daughter, Leia Florence. The air goes whispering.
Valentina's in his wife's chambers, if I had to guess.
Right.
So
And that was
many bloodstains. I don't think they made it out of here alive.
right.
Even a former leader of the Order was helpless when death came calling.
Yeah. It's, here we live, here we remain. We are eternal. So if maybe this girl on the right is Sophia, and this girl on the left is Leia. That would make sense to me. So this is Sophia's sister. But I don't know exactly how Gemini plays into it. Okay, so some kind of an arm was here. Has been taken. Okay. Very interesting stuff. We have a stargazer. We'll just use this really quickly. Great Master's Letter of Excommunication. To my young apprentice, I'm told you have succumbed to delusion and abandoned the path of truth, Valentinus. The human heart can be pitiful, but it is resilient, and I see you are unable to discard your connections to family. But your greater sin, handing over the Great One's arm. You have fallen so regrettably far. I have no choice but to inform you that in the name of the Council I declare you excommunicated. As we once shared the bond of master and apprentice, I have personally created this excommunicant's cure for you, though you may not have time to take it. I've heard my sea monster is on the move, and he is headed your way. You who will not see the thread of eternity, make your choice, to live and rot as a human, or to bloom into the next phase of evolution as your final act. Unfortunately, the question is rhetorical, for the matter is out of your hands, Valentinus. Some lore channel will put all these pieces together in a very informative and digestible way. And now that I'm seeing all of this ahead of me, now I'm thinking like maybe it is just me. Maybe it's my perception and mentality of thinking that we're closer to the finale than we actually are. And there's still more to come. Like we might still have a whole chapter of this playthrough. We don't know. And that's a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just me misreading the pacing and thinking, oh, we're close to the end here. So therefore, we don't necessarily need to have these like mini bosses thrown our way. But maybe that guy has a cool weapon or a cool item that he drops, and maybe it's on me. Maybe it's my loss for ignoring him, for moving past him like that, and not being in the right state of mind to engage with the game properly. But I will say, we're chapter 17, so it's not like that's I don't think that's been a common occurrence throughout this playthrough. So it's, it's human nature. We don't necessarily want to take on every challenge that's put in front of us. I feel like we have killed every enemy except for maybe 2. And now 3. And that's okay. It's not like that's like, we're not on some kind of completionist run. There's going to be some things that we miss. We're just sharing our blind playthrough with anyone who might so be interested. And, at this point in the playthrough, you'd probably have similar feelings of maybe a little bit of fatigue from the constant attacks that guy was throwing at it. I mean, he's nuts. Absolutely nuts. The attack string he had going. I think we're supposed to go down this way. I feel like they put this here for some reason, like as if you can jump across that, but I don't think that we can. I think we're supposed to just go from there. So, we're gonna go down this ladder here. And then we can do this. What's that do? Moves the... Yeah, nice. Okay, there we go. So that's cool. I can, like, little stuff like this, I can appreciate. This makes me think of, Dark Souls 3. There's the whole, like, library section. I forget what it's called exactly. But you face, like, there's, like, a crystal mage there. Or crystal sage. Something like that. And, so kind of, little reference or callback to something like that. It's always kind of cool. And again, I'm thinking about the pacing and talking about it here specifically because it hasn't really been something I've considered before now. So far, the pacing has felt really good, and it still does feel good for the most part. I think it was just that one fight that threw me off. It was more so I should have taken it as an optional side mini boss that you can choose to engage with, rather than thinking that I need to take it on. Holy crap. What a frickin' surprise. No, boy. I'm gonna die. I'm stuck. There's a kind of a notoriously known horror scene. There's a movie called It Follows. It's a pretty scary movie, so you don't have to go look it up or anything. If you're familiar with the movie and the scene, you'll kind of understand what I'm thinking of. But there's this moment where a large figure kind of lurches into the doorway, and that's kind of the feeling I just had. He just kind of was like, hello there, I'm coming into this room to say hello. It's like this door's just opened. What's on the other side? Oh, this guy. Oh, yikes, man. I don't think I'm in range for the fire, so it's not even doing anything. Yikes. Stagger him or something here. Yikes, man. There we go. Okay. How silly. So we got a key. So it seems like we had to kill him in order to move forward. Because he had a key for us. Probably opens this door. Yeah, you use the Rose Garden key. Okay. So we're at the Rose Garden. The last battle. The end of this overture is approaching. Revisit the unfinished stories from your journey. Unspoken words and unfulfilled promises may all appear when the overture ends. May all disappear when the overture ends. May all disappear. Unspoken words and unfulfilled promises may all disappear when the overture ends. So, I don't think that there's anything here that I really am too focused on. But I will say that really briefly, I think I want to go stop by the hotel and check on two things. We want to check on the cat, and we want to check on the golden seed that we planted. So let's go do that really quickly, and then we will get ready for this finale. If we can find the cat. This is gonna be it, gamers. This is gonna be it, gamers. The final countdown. Where are you? I heard you meow. Where are you? Where are you, little kitty cat? Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, little buddy. Hey. Yeah. Alright. I think that's all we needed. Alright, gamers. I can hear fighting, so let's just get out there. She needs our help. We've got this.
Where's the legend I faced before? Shut up, you filthy puppet! Oh, no. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice?
This dude's terrifying. Oh, man.
And who might you be?
You okay? We got this.
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Modan, takes the stage one more time. I will cut you into cold. There it is. This precision, this
Careful.
technique. How I
again. I won't lose anyone else. Not Romeo.
Holy shit. That's just the beginning, I'm sure, but that was crazy.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for!
Right.
This The alchemists offered me nothing but boredom.
Whoa. What on earth?
But you two, you'll offer me something greater.
Oh my goodness.
Go on,
Holy crap.
share your pain. Show me your truest fears.
Oh, what? Oh my goodness.
Into your eyes that will haunt you forever.
Yikes. Holy shit. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Come on, Leia. Come on, Leia.
I will kill you if it's the last thing I do. Right here.
Come on, Leia. Let's go. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was such an epic fatal attack, though. Holy crap. Let's do this. Let's do this, gamers. You and me, partner.
Sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia, Florence, Modan, take the stage one more time. Whoa! Whoa!
I will tear off your damn head and rip out your ego. That is, if your soul is even in there.
My soul! My soul is here, my soul is there. My art is my soul, and it is him.
I swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else.
Take us to phase 2 already. Take us to phase 2 already, Leia.
Go on and show me. Share your pain.
Alright. We got this.
Your truest fears.
As you wish. I will carve
Frick.
blood into your eyes that will haunt you forever.
I see it in you, you're stubborn and foolish. Very human.
no, he grabbed me. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It might be over for us. Holy crap, how are we still alive after that?
No, my body. It won't.
At last, the legend meets reality. Now, for you, whoever you are, shall we dance?
Nervous? I thought your goal was to make me despair.
Stubborn and foolish. How very human of you.
Okay.
Got you. Stay down this time. You know I confess I'm growing pretty bored.
We did it. We did it, gamers. We did it, gamers. We did it. Yes! 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 It's blue! Yes!
It was fun while it lasted.
We got him, gamers. We got him. Oh, Romeo.
Thank you. It's yours now.
She's not gonna make it much longer, is she?
All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. Now I know.
Oh. It was us. Hell yes, gamers. We did it. We did the thing. And there's a chance that you're here right now. And there's also a chance that I'm talking to nobody but my own self. either way, it still holds just as much value to me. This is such an amazing journey. The first time through the base game was so special to me, and it was a really cool project to undertake a full playthrough like that. There's 39 chapters. There's 39 chapters, which means there's 39 45-minute long videos of me just being human, playing a game. But it meant so much to me, and this whole experience has been so special. And I think we've finished on chapter 17, or maybe 18, I don't even know at this point, but this was such a cool experience. So well crafted, so well written. The characters are incredible. They're given so much life with so little exposition, so little actually told to you directly. It's mostly just piecing things together, but the puzzle pieces are placed in such a way that it just clicks. And it's really beautiful what they're able to do here. I'm so excited for whatever project they have coming next for us. And this was just such a cool thing to have been a part of. I want to thank you so much if you've been here for any of this. If you've tuned in for a single minute of this entire playthrough, I really appreciate you. Like I said, it's been all worth it regardless. It's not about the views, it's not about the number of people that watch. If a single one person does, that would be amazing to me. But even so, it gives me an opportunity to really kind of externalize some of my thoughts, some of my feelings when I'm, taking in all of this story, this narrative, this gameplay, this experience. So good. And the one complaint or one minor criticism I had along the way was that one puppet boss towards the end that just seemed a little bit ridiculous, and I know why now. He was supposed to be practice for you to kind of get an understanding of how fast the combos were going to be for the final boss. They typically do that. They do a really good job of kind of sprinkling in the mechanics that you need to learn, like the timings and things like that, the speed of the attacks, and so that you can kind of get an idea of what to expect when you get to that final encounter. But wow, really well done. Overall, I think this is just a complete masterpiece. When you take this into consideration with the base game, oh man, an incredible experience. Would highly recommend it to anybody. So definitely check it out for yourself. Man, this is so cool. And the soundtrack, the music, I just love everything about it. It's been really good, really great. Man, all these names, Rosora, Brain in a Vat, Alexander Goodman, Saleo, all our friends along the way, Rockhead, R.I.P. Rockhead. Man, so good. Oh wow, that's cool. We get to see, like, that's Eugenie getting saved by Alidoro. Some of the artwork in the background has been really cool. The King of Puppets, who ended up being Romeo. So cool. Oh. Man. Just some of the imagery of this stuff. It's so good. Yes. Another thing that I really love is that this final boss fight was challenging, but because they give you a companion, it really kind of makes it, it's the pinnacle of their boss design and of the, this DLC. So it's supposed to be challenging. You can easily, if you're not careful, get get taken out in that fight. But personally, I think that the fight just before this one, the Lumakio fight, was the toughest for me to get down because it really demanded the most from the player to kind of like grasp the mechanics. And so I think that that's really great because it's like, it's not like you're getting to the very end and then you're stuck with this like overwhelming challenge that's almost impossible for you to get through, if that makes sense. Because you want to see the end, you want to get to the end. I think some of the stuff that we got about Geppetto really kind of recontextualizes his character a little bit, because he's kind of seen as kind of a villain in the first, in the base game. But there's definitely more to him. So cool. Just the attention to detail that would go into something like that is super cool. Just like getting that photo, the effects of it, everything, so good. And so Geppetto shows up. What's happening here?
I believe in you. Carry on. Don't forget, this is your story now.
Okay. Secret room key. That's very cool. I'm not sure what to make of that last scene there. That's really interesting. It's like, was he coming? Because we know that Romeo becomes a puppet. So is that kind of alluding to... Does this somehow mean that, like, times have changed? There are stories that, however minutely, have been altered by your actions. Seek out the tales that remain in both the forgotten time and the present time. Huh. How cool. Well, I guess that this isn't really the end of the journey for us, but it will be for you all. So, thanks again. Really appreciate you having been here for all of this. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember, you're worth it. I have been and always will be Coobs. Peace and love, gamers.
painting. This must have been Leia's room. Who knew her memories were so close?
Did you think I was gonna leave you hanging, gamers?
My dearest Carlo, listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity. Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then, but that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. You washed away all the spite and hatred in my heart. Legendary stalker. A worthless title. That cruel end should never have been your fate. It was only when I held your pale, cold face in my hands that I understood that we should have stayed together. That I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. I shouldn't cry. It happens to us all. Eventually, I will join you there as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a love together. Your teacher, Leia.
What else do we expect but the best? Memory of halcyon days. The painting of a scene depicting a small concert is an image. It is an image filled with cherished memories. And we've got a new record as well. We also got a costume we can take a look at. If you're still here and you want to take a look. It's kind of cool. Not necessarily my favorite one, but and then I think we also got, yeah, we got her weapon too. The rose sword. I think that really is going to be the end of it though for us. What are you still doing here? The show's over. Go on. Go find something else to do. Plenty of stories to be told out there.
You came. I knew you would. So happy to see you again. Friends always meet again. So I'll wait for you. Again at the world's end. Farewell. My forever friend. Who looks like my dear Carlo.
Damn it. Damn it. Alright. I guess there's one more thing we could do together. We planted this golden seed, and it looks like it's bloomed into a golden rose.
Wow, look at it. It's so beautiful.
Golden rose that miraculously bloomed from a seed planted long ago in the garden. It may be used to decorate something in the hotel. However meager, the boy's flight transcends the boundaries of time and alters fate itself, a golden tribute to the stories left behind, beyond the infinite repetition of time. Well, that's pretty cool. So we get a golden rose, and I think it looked like we can kind of like maybe do something with the gramophone. Decorate the gramophone. And look at that. Now holds a cherished memory. And that's what this is. This whole thing, this whole project, this whole playlist of chapters, of episodes, of journeys that we've been going on together, that's what this has all been. It's been a cherished memory, and I get to keep it here now. So thanks again. Alright, this is for real this time. We'll see you on the flip side, gamers.